May I, with the permission of the chair, begin today's session? Thank you, my lord. Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and respected Madam Ashu Karol. Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and respected Madam Amanullah. Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, the Acting Chief Justice, Patna High Court, cum Patron-in-Chief, Bihar Judicial Academy, and respected Madam Seema Singh. Honorable Mr. Justice Anant Manohar Badar, Judge cum JD1, Patna High Court, cum Chairman, Bihar State Legal Service Authority. Honorable Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, Judge cum JD2, Patna High Court, cum Chairman, Bihar Judicial Academy. Honorable Judges of the Patna High Court and their respected spouses present here or connected virtually. Respected Registrar General and Officers of the Registry, Patna High Court. Respected Secretary cum Legal Remembrance, Department of Law, Government of Bihar. Respected Member Secretary and Officers of the Bihar State Legal Services Authority. Respected Director and Officers of the Directorate of Bihar Judicial Academy. Respected District and Session Judge Patna and all respected district judges who have joined us virtually. All esteemed judicial officers present here and connected virtually over the state of Bihar. A very good evening to all. I, Kishore Kunal, Assistant Director, Bihar Judicial Academy, on behalf of this esteemed academy, welcome everyone in this felicitation ceremony in the honor of Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India. I express my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol and Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judges of Supreme Court of India, and their respective spouses for readily accepting our request to grace this occasion. Their Lordship's presence at this occasion is a magnanimous recognition of our humble effort. Bihar Judicial Academy is indeed obliged by the kind gesture of my lords. Before we begin with the program, I request His Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, the Acting Chief Justice, Patna High Court, to kindly grace the dais. Thank you, Lordships. Now I request respected Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, Sri Ashok Kumar Pandey, to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol by presenting a sapling. I now again request the respected Director of Bihar Judicial Academy to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah by presenting a sapling. Thank you, sir. I again request the respected Director of Bihar Judicial Academy to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh by presenting a sapling. Thank you, sir. I request Ms. Kajal Jham, Additional Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, to welcome Madam Ashu Karol by presenting a sapling. May I request Ms. Divya Vasis, Deputy Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, to welcome Madam Jeba Amanullah by presenting a sample. Thank you, ma'am. I request Ms. Suchitra Singh, Assistant Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, to welcome Madam Seema Singh by presenting a sample. Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Sri Ashok Kumar Pandey, respected Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, for the welcome address.
With the utmost regard and humility, I, Ashok Kumar Pandey, Director Bihar Judicial Academy, wish a warm good evening to all the honorable dignitaries and the respected invitees in the felicitation ceremony organized as a mark of reverence for their lordships, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India. It is my honor and privilege to welcome and acknowledge the blessings of my Lord Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge Supreme Court of India, and his Lordship's spouse, Madam Mrs. Ashu Karol, and also my Lord Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, and his Lordship's spouse, Madam Mrs. Jeba Amanullah, who have been kind enough to spare valuable time for today's ceremony. I am very much fortunate to welcome and acknowledge the blessings of my Lord Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Acting Chief Justice, Patna High Court, cum Patron-in-Chief, Bihar Judicial Academy, my Lord Honorable Mr. Justice Anant Mohan Manohar Badar, JD1, Patna High Court, cum Executive Chairman, Bihar State Legal Services Authority, and my Lord Honorable Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, Judge Patna High Court, cum Chairman, Bihar Judicial Academy, who is connected virtually. I am honored and humbled to welcome and acknowledge the kind blessings of honorable judges of the dais and their lordships, spouses, and family members who are here to grace the occasion. I also extend my hearty welcome to Registrar General and other judicial officers of the Registry of Honorable Patna High Court, Secretary cum Legal Remembrancer, Law Department, Government of Bihar, Member Secretary BSLSA, District and Session Judge Patna, and all the judicial officers who are present here as well as those connected virtually. Here I cannot stop myself from mentioning about Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge Supreme Court of India. Prior to elevation to the Supreme Court of India, his Lordship was the Chief Justice of Patna High Court, cum Patron-in-Chief of Bihar Judicial Academy. Under the guardianship of his Lordship, several initiatives were taken which inspired and motivated all the judicial officers of the state. His Lordship's consent to grace this felicitation ceremony is a reflection of his Lordship's keenness and attachment towards the judicial officers of Bihar. It is a matter of pride for all of us that his Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, has spared his Lordship's valuable time to grace this occasion. Prior to elevation to the Supreme Court of India, his Lordship, as Chairman of Bihar Judicial Academy, brought tremendous metamorphosis in all areas of functioning of the Academy. Certain major infrastructure-related issues were resolved under the prudent guidance of his Lordship. His Lordship's willingness and readiness for the cause of the betterment of the functioning of the Academy has been unparalleled. I would further take the opportunity to briefly submit that his Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Acting Chief Justice Patna High Court, cum Patron-in-Chief Bihar Judicial Academy, has been a constant source of motivation and guidance for all of us. His Lordship, as the guardian of Bihar Judiciary, has always set the standards at the higher level of knowledge, conduct and discipline. We are deeply obliged to His Lordship for continuous guidance. I would also take this opportunity to humbly say that His Lordship Honorable Mr. Justice Anant Manohar Badar, JD1, Patna cum Executive Chairman, Bihar State Legal Services Authority, has provided dynamic leadership to the state judiciary as well as BSLSA. His Lordship's tireless effort in this direction has set a higher benchmark. His Lordship Honorable Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, being the Chairman of the Academy, has been great inspiration for all of us in the smooth functioning of the Academy. Despite His Lordship's unavailability to grace the occasion, His Lordship has not only meticulously guided the preparations of this program, but also ensured His Lordship's virtual presence today amongst us. We are extremely blessed to have His Lordship's hand over our heads. We are very much sanguine that their Lordships' presence and enriching, inspiring and enlightening words on the occasion will definitely prove to be a milestone in shaping the future of the Academy and in turn the Bihar Judiciary. I will pray to their Lordships to continue to shower their Lordships' blessings on us in future too. With this, I conclude my words. Thanks to all.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now invite Honorable Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, Judge cum JD2, Patna High Court, cum Chairman, Bihar Judicial Academy, who has joined this session through virtual mode for his Lordship's address.
Thank you, Kunal, and thank you, Mr. Director. Am I audible? Can the audience hear me?
Yes, Lordship.
A very good evening to all of you. Honorable Justice Sanjay Karol, Honorable Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, both judges of the Supreme Court of India, Madam Mashu and Zeba, Honorable Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, the Chief Justice of Patna High Court, Madam Seema, all my esteemed brothers and their respective spouses, the Registrar General and the officers of the High Court Registry, the Member Secretary and the officers of Bihar State Legal Services Authority, the Law Secretary, Government of Bihar, the District Judge Patna, and participant judicial officers who are physically present and those who are connected through virtual mode. A very good evening to all of you. It is my singular misfortune that I am not there in physical form. Nonetheless, it is my pleasure to see you all on virtual mode. At the outset, I, on behalf of Bihar Judicial Academy and on my own behalf, I heartily welcome all of you to this academy. Today, we are felicitating two eminent personalities of our judicial fraternity who were part of Patna High Court for a long time and are now manning the prestigious seats as judges of the Supreme Court of India. They have created history of the sorts for Patna High Court. Being chairman of the Bihar Judicial Academy hosting this event, it's my pleasure to speak a few words of felicitation. Honorable Justice Karol has served this 100 and odd years old High Court as its 43rd Chief Justice. The tenure of Justice Karol as Chief Justice of Patna High Court has been actually very, very vibrant and challenging. Only after 2 months of taking over as charge of his office, the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic posed an unprecedented challenge before every system, including the judiciary. But the way Honorable Justice Karol, as head of the judicial administration of this state, handled the same, as rightly pointed out by the director, it metamorphosed the entire judicial system with his vision and perseverance and created history by an early introduction of e-courts and e-judicial governance system in this state. It was later followed by many other high courts, and Bihar has been the pioneer in all this. The list of contribution of Justice Karol to Patna High Court and the district courts of Bihar is exhaustive. In the judicial side, he has monitored various developmental projects running in the state, whereas in the administrative side, he has created various posts at High Court and district court establishments. He has made regular appointments and promotion of judicial officers and staff at the High Court. He has made infrastructural developments at the district courts and High Courts and has established at least one child-friendly court in each district of Bihar. Many such progressive works are the testimonies of his hard work for this state. He has visited each and every state of each and every district of the state of Bihar, and I can say that he knows Bihar much more than any one of us. He rightly pointed out during his farewell reference that he would be happy to be called the son of the soil of this state of Bihar and its ambassador as well. Honorable Justice Amanullah, he is an electrifying personality from Patna High Court. He is our pride. He is well known as an excellent administrator and a very, very kind judge. I've had the occasion to witness his kindness, to experience his benevolence. The tough shell around him, which is normally the statement defining him. From outward, he appears to be very tough, but inside this tough exterior, he holds a very, very emotional heart. In fact, every person whom I have met after he left this place for a short while to Andhra Pradesh High Court, everybody remembered him for being a very, very kind judge who would admonish anyone on finding their faults, but would not take it to heart, and the purpose is only to make him improve his functioning. The balance of his toughness and kindness actually defines his personality. Now, he has served as a judge of Patna High Court for more than a decade. He has also served as judge of Andhra Pradesh High Court, and I'm told some of my friends there have told me that within a short span of time, he developed excellent rapport with the bar and with many of the judicial officers. He visited, in fact, most of the districts, even remote districts of Andhra Pradesh, as chairperson of the Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority. And he acquainted himself with the problems of people, common people, relating to administration of justice. I had the occasion of sitting with Justice Amanullah in several administrative committees of Patna High Court. His pragmatic approach, astute determination, and the ready-made solutions he had for all the problems, it provided kind of long-lasting solution, a permanent solution to all the problems that we were facing for all this while. The in-depth understanding of the issues, which was solved by him, by his able guidance, by taking strong decisions and maintaining humanitarian approach, is the uniqueness of his personality. As today we are very fortunate, and we have the opportunity to hear both these dignitaries with whom we have worked, who have guided us all through. I would not come in the way, especially I don't know, I would not get any feedback whether I'm being heard properly. Once again, I welcome all and extend my thanks for attending this felicitation ceremony. It is really kind of both of you, my lords, to be here, and I'm sure the officers of the registry, the judicial fraternity, and the participants, the judicial officers who are undertaking training, it would be a great achievement for them to hear from you your experiences and some pearl of wisdom for their future career. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lordship. We are immensely grateful to His Lordship for the inspiring words. May I now have the privilege to invite Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Saran Singh, the Acting Chief Justice, Patna High Court, come Patron-in-Chief, Bihar Judicial Academy for the address.
Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge Supreme Court of India, and former Patron-in-Chief, Bihar Judicial Academy. Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, and former Chairman of Bihar Judicial Academy. Madam Ashu Karol, Madam Jeba Amanullah, Madam Seema Singh, Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, Judge, Patna High Court, come Chairman, Bihar Judicial Academy, my esteemed brother judges, spouses and family members of brother judges, Sri Rudra Prakash Mishra, learned Registrar General, Patna High Court, Mr. Rajesh Narayan Sevak Pandey, Member Secretary, Bihar State Legal Service Authority, Mr. Ashok Kumar Pandey, Director, Bihar Judicial Academy, judicial officers present here, and those who have joined online. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. I don't know whether history will repeat itself, though I wish good things are repeated in future too. In my memory, it is the first instance in the history of Patna High Court that its strength came to be reduced by 2 with the same day swearing in of Honorable the then Chief Justice, Justice Sanjay Karol, and Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, a judge of Patna High Court, as judges of Supreme Court. Yet another landmark. With these simultaneous elevations, the Bihar Judicial Academy lost simultaneously its visionary and ever supportive Patron-in-Chief and a dynamic, proactive, energetic and full of leadership qualities, the Chairman of Bihar Judicial Academy. The events moved in such a pace that an ever indebted BJA had missed to express its gratitude by arranging a befitting farewell function in the honor of the 2 men of great erudition and compassion, our true leaders. While welcoming our chief guests or guests of honor, or while thanking them, we use a hackneyed expression. We are thankful for having spared your valuable time from your busy schedule. I know it personally, and I must tell all of you that your lordships have not spared, rather, as a matter of fact, have snatched time for us to grace this occasion, yielding to our persistent requests from their over-busy schedule and preoccupations. I feel proud, privileged and honored to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah to Bihar Judicial Academy. It is also an honor to welcome a very gracious and gentle Madam Ashu Karol and Madam Jeba Amanullah, whose presence has made this day all the more memorable. The contribution of Madam Ashu Karol and Madam Jeba Amanullah in nurturing the family, which is Patna High Court, is tremendous. This evening reminds me of mellifluous voice of Madam Ashu Karol singing during the farewell of Honorable Mr. Justice Rajan Gupta, a former judge of Patna High Court. I fully endorse what has been stated by Brother Ashutosh Kumar speaking about Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol and Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah. Today, the Bihar Judicial Academy is one of the best judicial academies of the country. This has been made possible only due to immense contribution of their Lordship Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol and Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah. Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol took oath as Chief Justice of Patna High Court on 11/11/2019, and with that began one of the most glorious chapters of not just Patna High Court but also of entire Bihar Judiciary and particularly of the Bihar Judicial Academy. We all recall how your Lordship has said on numerous occasions that he wanted to make the Bihar Judicial Academy the best academy in the country and Bihar Judiciary the best judiciary. And the transformation began within a month when a state consultation on care reforms was organized in the academy, which was graced by Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, Judge Supreme Court of India as chief guest. Thereafter, a lecture series on different facets of constitution was organized for different target groups in which Honorable Judges of Supreme Court sensitized the judicial officers of the state on constitutional aspects of working of the district courts. Sir, your visionary leadership was once again manifested when His Holiness the Dalai Lama addressed us in the academy on the topic Love and Compassion, a way of life. It was the first time that a Nobel laureate had visited the academy, but it was not to be the last. On 29th November 2020, another Nobel laureate, Sri Kailash Satyarthi, addressed all the judicial officers of the state online on the topic Children's Rights and Their Enforcement. True leaders find opportunities in every challenge. This is true of Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol when the whole world came to a standstill due to COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent lockdown. Your Lordship did not only ensure that the academic activities continued unabated, but also used as an opportunity to tap the best resources of the country for online training sessions, such as Honorable Sitting Judges of Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court Attorney General of India, and prominent senior advocates of the country. To ensure holistic development of judicial officers, an online yoga series was also started for the judicial officers of the state. This initiative became popular amongst the academies of other states as well. Likewise, the publication of Criminal Miscellany and launch of new website of the academy were other noteworthy initiatives that were undertaken by the academy under your Lordship's visionary guidance. I distinctly recall that in your farewell address in Patna High Court, your Lordship had said that though you may be moving to Supreme Court, but that did not mean that you were saying goodbye to all of us. True to his words, His Lordship has taken pains at the cost of his convenience, and despite preoccupations, by agreeing to address the judicial officers today, your Lordship has truly nurtured the academy and the Bihar judiciary as a family. In whichever capacity, formally or informally, Honorable Mr. Justice Amanullah has been passionately associated with the academy from the day one of His Lordship's elevation as a judge of the High Court since June 2011. It's a commonplace that he would visit regularly the academy to address the judicial officers for hours together. He took charge as the chairman of the academy on 11/10/2022 and had a short tenure of a little less than 4 months as chairman of the academy. But true to his energetic self, his lordship was a man on mission from day one. In these 4 months, he had accomplished the work of a lifetime. He initiated the process of construction of a new estate of the Art Academy at Rajgir, spread over a sprawling campus of 100 acres. When completed, it will be the biggest and the best judicial academy not only in the country but in the entire world. Under the chairmanship of His Lordship, several important decisions were taken to upgrade the existing infrastructure of the academy, such as installation of central air conditioning system in the academy, installation of new moot court setup, beautification and landscaping of open areas of the academy, construction of a river-facing auditorium with glass view along with judges guest house and residential complex for directorate and staff of the academy in the old campus of the Bihar Judicial Academy. Sir, having worked closely with you for more than a decade, I can say beyond a doubt that your lordship has a rare attribute of being not just a man of vision but also a man of action. You not only envisioned a modern state-of-the-art academy but also ensured that the work of implementing the vision is commenced. We have witnessed the toil and the pain that your lordship had to take for this. Your lordship was invariably the last judge to leave the High Court, working as late as 9 or even 10 p.m. The record number of meetings of Board of Governors of the Academy and the record number of decisions taken in those meetings bear testament to your lordship and persuasive abilities. Decisions regarding administration of oath to newly inducted judicial officers and interlinking of all state judicial academies for research, exchange of curriculum and exchange of faculties are the other 2 path-breaking decisions taken under the chairmanship of Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah. I must share with you one of my feelings after your lordships were kind enough to give consent for this occasion. While chalking out plans and overseeing arrangements for the Felicitation program, generally the team, including the head of the institution, nurtures so many apprehensions and worries as to what may be liked, what may not be liked by the visiting dignitaries. This time, I noticed that these worries and apprehensions were completely missing. I wondered why. Instantaneous came the answer, Honorable Justice Karol, यहाँ के हो गए और रहेंगे. And Honorable Mr. Justice Amanullah, यहाँ के थे और यहीं के रहेंगे. Because of this overconfidence in my mind and that of my team, if some inconvenience has been caused to your lordship, I beseech to overlook them and forgive us. To have with us 2 distinguished guests, judges of such unparalleled vision and erudition is indeed an honor. Their leaderships have had profound impact on the judicial system and legal profession of the state. Champions of judicial independence, ethical conduct and the rule of law, they have ensured through their many discourses in the academy that these values get imbibed in the judicial officers of the state. To listen to them once again today is a cherished opportunity, and so I shall not take any more time and request our distinguished guests to grace us with their kind words. But before I conclude, sir, I must remind all of you present here that before my elevation I was a lawyer, and I practiced mainly in administrative law. Article 14 was one of the most favorite subjects, my most favorite subjects. Today, in the capacity of Patron-in-Chief of Bihar Judicial Academy, Honorable Justice Sanjay Karol, former Patron-in-Chief, and Honorable Mr. Justice Amanullah, former Chairman of the Judicial Academy, have graced the occasion of Felicitation program. I am Patron-in-Chief of Bihar State Legal Service Authority also. Honorable Justice Sanjay Karol was the Patron-in-Chief of Bihar Judicial Academy. Honorable Justice Amanullah had been the Executive Chairman of Bihar Judicial Academy. I hope that there shall be no discrimination by Honorable Judges of Supreme Court between Bihar Judicial Academy and Bihar State Legal Services Authority, and if a request is made by the Patron-in-Chief of Bihar Legal Service Authority for felicitation, it is expected that shall be accepted despite any inconvenience. If thank you very much.
Thank you, Lordship. We are immensely grateful to His Lordship for such enlightening words. May I have the honor to invite Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, for His Lordship's blessings.
A very good evening to everybody. Honorable Justice Sanjay Karol, my esteemed colleague in the Supreme Court, dear brother Chakradhari Sharan Singh, the Chief Justice of this court, brother Ashutosh, Chairman of the Academy, who is looking really very involved, and we don't miss him in the sense that we can see you very clearly, brother, and we heard you also very clearly. Madam Ashu Karol, my wife, my dear wife, Zeba, Madam Seema, my brother judges, their spouses, the Registrar General, the Law Secretary, the Registry, various Registrar. I'm sorry, I should cut here because मुझे बोलना ज़्यादा है तो इसमें, and everybody present here, don't mind if I not take a name, but everybody is covered. The team here in the academy, once again a very warm good evening. First of all, let me thank you that sometimes for this occasion, sometimes a lot of things are done as a formality. There is a precedence. You have to ask. You make a request to an honorable that give us time, please come. But here it was different. Both Brother Chakradhari and Brother Ashutosh, really, I felt that they were really desirous of us coming. And then we had to take a call. We said no, we cannot now say no. It's been very embarrassing. It's been too long. Thank you both, Brother Chakradhari. On a personal front, the extreme desire they expressed that no, we come. And I think because of their genuine desire, we are here. I know we had some important and pressing engagements which would have been a very genuine ground not to attend, especially Honorable Justice Sanjay Karol, because he already had a function. still all those were kept aside and we came here. That means their desire was, thank you so much, that really with real strong intentions you desired that we here. Here I'll make a small discordant note with regard to Justice Chakradhari. He says there should not be any discrimination. इन्होंने ये नहीं बताया कि मैंने इन्हें फोर्स किया कि वो उसमें भी मुझे आना है और तब ये एडिशन हुआ है. That's the lightest sense, because I would not have made him forget that we are still to be called. But एक में तो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो गया, इन्होंने हम लोग दोनों आदमी को बुला के एक ही में हम लोग को निपटा दिया. तो they did not give us an opportunity कि मैं बार बार आऊँ. ब्रदर आशुतोष was saying कि बार बार अरे मौका ही नहीं दिया आपने, इसी में 2 मौके हो सकते थे. But no, thank you so much and we are glad. In fact, you did a good thing that both of us are here. Both have been from here, both have been associated here, have been with all of you. कभी कभी जिंदगी की दौड़ में आदमी ऐसा चलता है कि रुक के कुछ सोचने का मौका नहीं मिलता है. And thank you both, Brother Chakradhari and Brother Ashutosh, for saying some kind words about me. I request my wife to convey to all my family members that I am also worth something, and maybe I am not. And what I used to do for so long hours, at least it was for the institution, I think she'll be very assured today that my hours spent here were productive for the institution. But yes, I am thankful that she has supported me in all this, not been a nagging and complaining wife. And she took care of the family. So thank you, especially. My brother judges, their spouses. It's been such a tremendous family. It doesn't appear that we have known each other for not that long a period compared to our what we have been through life, or what compared to our ages. Been few years, maximum 10, 15, but the bond, suddenly you can't think that you were without these persons. And especially अपनों की याद ज़्यादा आती है जब अपनों से दूर जाता है आदमी. When you are here, अच्छा है, अच्छा मिल लेंगे, आज मिल लेंगे, कल मिल लेंगे. There is a feeling that somebody is there, everybody is there. When you go out, और मेरे ऐसा आदमी तो मेरी ज़िंदगी ही कंपनी में है, अपनों की कंपनी में. So this is what I felt in Andhra also, and this is what I felt here also. बाकी तो ज़िंदगी चलती है, काम चलते हैं, अपनों की कमी महसूस होती है. और अपने वैसे जिनके ऊपर एक अधिकार था, मैं कड़ा भी होता था, डांटता भी था, but they took it sportingly, knowing that my intention was good. So thank you everybody for accepting me as I am and not misunderstanding me. Thank you all my judicial officers and everybody. And also my brother judges. Sometimes I was a little bit forceful in my stand in the committee meetings and all, but everybody, Brother Ashutosh also, in the support I received, unflinching support. Whatever little, if at all I have achieved something, is not without the total support and backing of all my brothers, and especially Honorable the Chief Justice. Twice, I am repeating what I said in the afternoon, that I was elevated as the judge of the Patna High Court, then went to Andhra Pradesh for 9 months and again took birth here in Patna High Court. And the coincidence is that my first elevation was 20th of June, reopening day after vacation 2011, and my second homecoming was 20th of June, first day reopening 2022, 11 years. So a lot of small coincidences which have made me not forget the date of my elevation and second homecoming. And yes, this may be a formal send-off, but I will be forcing myself time and again, subject to the approval of the Honorable Chief Justice and the sitting judges. I would love to come here, be with you, be part of you, share my feelings, share my vision. because as Honorable Justice Karol said, he wants to make the Bihar judiciary best. It is at quite a high level already, but there's always room and for improvement, and I don't want you to be complacent. Being reached a stage is good, but then lot of still miles to go, miles to go. So we have to carry on that. And yes, as officers, basically the judicial officers who are sitting here and who may be connected, you can take some pride. And I don't say words just for that. Everybody knows that I don't praise just because unless I mean it. So you are delivering, you have the capacity. The only thing is you need a little bit of more direction and focus. For that, this Judicial Academy is there. And I tried, and I'm requesting Brother Ashutosh also, I'm sharing his vision. Maybe day to day we could not discuss among ourselves. The vision which I envisage for the academy is that now we should get over with all those abstract and purely theoretical legal aspects. Everybody can read those in his books. Now we have to go for interaction, open discussion, and how those laws which we need to implement, we focus how it is important from the point of view of a judicial officer. People come here, I wanted to make a new trend that pure teachers should not come. Persons who have either been good judges or have interacted with judges, because they will know what the judge wants, what is the problem of a judge. It is not easy to understand. I am telling you now with some responsibility. जज बन के ही आप समझ सकते हैं जज की समस्या क्या है. आप कितने बता दें मेरी ये समस्या है, वो समझ नहीं आएगा किसी को. एक वकील अपने ढंग से सोचेगा, एक तरफ का सोचेगा. So I will request Brother Ashutosh also and the team of governors and everybody, because I wanted to involve all of you in this academy. So kindly now time has come to make it more fruitful, because they come here for a few days, they leave their judicial work. So let us have focus on that. And the judicial officers, everywhere, every place, you can make a difference. Don't feel that I am in this place, a small place, big place. Why do you forget that some judicial officer has to be posted there? The moment you become satisfied with where you are posted, I think 70% of your job is easy. Otherwise, everything will keep nagging. Dissatisfaction, it will show in your work, it will show in your family relations. I am telling you because I have been to Andhra. You cannot tell me that I am saying this without knowing anything. I know what I am saying. The moment you shut your mind, जहाँ है, अब यही रहना है 3 साल, तब देखिए काम में आसानी होगी and you will start working. आपका है, ये क्या कम है कि you are a judicial officer, इज्जत है, you have a respectable position. Now infrastructure is developing day by day, and thanks to Hon'ble Mr. Sanjay, Karol, there was an emphasis on infrastructure and everything. And Honorable Justice Chakradhari, everything is also taking it up. So day by day it will improve. Concentrate on your work, make a difference, make a mark. Everybody keeps saying, "Kare kuch nahi ho sakta hai." I have a very different vision. Forget about everyone. You do your job and see how you make a difference, how change comes. हम दूसरे को खाली देखते रहते हैं, अपने में देखते ही नहीं. Be confined to yourself. What you can do, give your 100 till the last moment. That is all. Forget about result. आपके हाथ में सिर्फ आपका कर्म है. Result आपके हाथ में नहीं है. And don't expect something which you yourself know is not correct or not just. अगर आपकी आशा सीमा में रहेगी, जायज़ रहेगी, तो फिर उसमें रिजल्ट भी अच्छे होंगे. नियत में बरकत. I keep repeating this. जैसी नियत होती है, जैसे कर्म होते हैं. So all the best. I could go on and go on, but today I will not, because आज थोड़ा सा हल्का रहना चाहिए. Let us have a nice and pleasant evening. and I want to leave something for the next time also. सब exhaust नहीं करूँगा अपना. What is? तो सब आज पूरा तो ज्ञान दे के नहीं जाऊँगा, कुछ तो पार्ट बाई पार्ट फिर बुलाते रहिएगा तो देता रहूँगा वहाँ पे. But anyway, thank you so much for this warm hospitality and the arrangements and everything, and giving us time to relive old memories, old thought. लगता है यहाँ आके अपने लोगों में आ गया हूँ. One of my brothers was commenting कि सर लगता है आप बहुत enjoy कर रहे हैं. I am thoroughly enjoying. Somebody asked the reason. I said the reason is all of you, the company. This is the reason. इस कंपनी में कुछ बात ही ऐसी है जो अपने आप मजा आने लगता है. Thank you so much. I am missing brother Ashutosh and brother Madhuresh, but at least I can see your faces. If you had been here, we could have been physically been in touch. But चलिए, दिल्ली दूर नहीं है. Now it is reversed. दिल्ली दूर नहीं है और पटना मेरे लिए भी दूर नहीं है. So we'll keep meeting. Thank you so much once again and all the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Lordship, for sharing your valuable insights and experience with us today. May I have the honor to invite Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge Supreme Court of India, to grace the occasion.
On the dais, my esteemed colleague, Honorable Justice Amanullah, Honorable Justice Chakradhari Singh, Honorable Acting Chief Justice of High Court of Patna. Connected with us, as part of the dais, is Honorable Justice Ashutosh Kumar, Chairman of the Judicial Academy. Honorable Justice Amanullah said, my dear wife, I would say my dearest wife, Ashu Karol, Madam Zeba, Madam Singh, my esteemed colleagues, madams, respected spouses, madams, the Director of the Judicial Academy, Learned Registrar General of the High Court of Patna, Learned Legal Reverend Sir, and my dearest, huge, big family, judicial officers. I come here in a capacity not as a judge of the Supreme Court. I come here to revisit my experiences, my thoughts, which I fondly kept in my heart and my mind, spread over the last more than 3 years. To begin with, I must thank Honorable the Acting Chief Justice and Honorable Chairman for having given both of us this opportunity. Let me assure both of you and all the honorable judges that both of us, I take commitment from him, I give commitment on my part, that for this academy, for this great institution, both of us are always available anytime. I must also begin by saying this, that when I came here, we had certain ideas. The adulations of Honorable Justice Ashutosh and Honorable Justice Chakradhari, really, while thanking them, I must say this, that it had nothing to do with me alone. It had everything to do with all of us present here. And therefore, whatever achievements are there, our contribution of each one of you, be it on whatever mission. To my big family, I must say this, that my brothers would vouch for it, that right from day one mantra was adopted, and that was be democratic to the last breath. Took forward, carried forward everyone with me to achieve whatever we have been able to do thus far. In this exercise, I definitely, as a human being and an administrator, have faltered. I may have displeased a lot of my colleagues, of my judicial officers, my family. I may have caused a lot of inconvenience to all of you in the course of discharge of my duties. But trust you, all that was not mala fide. All that was only bona fide. So I seek your apology. I'm sure you would definitely pardon me and also bear with me what we have done in the last 3 years. Having said that, I would say one thing, that I must thank the spouses of my colleagues. And there is a reason, I tell you, that they took great care of Ashu. I thank you, madam, all of you who are present here and who are, not present here. So please, Madam Ziba, Madam Mrs. Singh, I would request you to convey my gratitude to each one of the madams of your Sangani, a big family of the ladies, please. Thank you. The learned director mentioned that the benchmark was knowledge, conduct and discipline. And this is exactly what we have been following day in and day out. I must not say what all we have done. But now I call upon you to do me a favor. So also do a favor to my learned brother. And it is this. Having experienced what Honorable Supreme Court is, not that we didn't know what it was, having experienced what Honorable Supreme Court is, I realized that as a judge, there is no scope of error even to the extent of 0.1%. Therefore, rather than we telling you what to do, personally, I would request you to tell us that how best we can discharge, what we can do to discharge our duties, to ensure that there is no error even to the extent of 0.1%. For we are playing with, we are the last court of the country. Dear judicial officers, आप गलती करेंगे तो हाई कोर्ट है, सब जज करेंगे तो ये कोर्ट होती है, appellate court है first, eventually the high court is there. The high court, if I have committed an error, always I thought that there is someone in the Supreme Court who would correct my error. No matter how hard we worked, but always there is a scope of, there was a scope of error. But at that level, there is no scope of error. So therefore, my request to each one of you is this, that please bring us back to this academy. Please read our judgments and tell us, discuss with us, criticize us. I'm using the word consciously. Criticize us and tell us there we have gone wrong. There may be a difference of perception. Brother Ashutosh, I interact with you quite often. There is a difference of perception. One may agree or one may not agree. But when it comes to rendering justice, I think we need to be mentored. So therefore, Bihar Judicial Academy, the legal fraternity, Brother Ashutosh, Brother Madhuresh, Brother Chakradhari are going to be our mentors. And I pray to all of you, please help us discharge our duties to the best of our ability and capacity. Having gone to the Supreme Court, I must also say this. बहुत सी जजमेंट्स आती हैं जो पढ़ने को मिलती हैं जो बिहार से आती हैं. And my colleagues with whom I have sat really have good things to say. I am not sure what brother's experience is, but they have good things to say. Please continue with this drive, with this endeavor. I will not come in the way of the dinner. Everyone is hungry. But I would only say this, which I have been saying: speak less, work more, and let your work alone speak for itself. With these words, I take your leave. Thank you. Please.
Thank you, Lordship, for your motivating and inspirational words. We are honored and privileged to receive your Lordship's blessings. May I now take this opportunity to request Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Prakash Sharma, Judge Patna High Court, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol by presenting a shawl and moment. May I now again take this opportunity to request Honorable Mr. Justice Prabhat Kumar Singh, Judge Patna High Court, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah by presenting a shawl and moment. May I now call upon respected Director Sir, Bihar Judicial Academy, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Saran Singh by presenting a shawl and moment. I now request Ms. Kajal Jha, Additional Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, to felicitate Madam Ashu Karol by presenting a moment. I request Ms. Divya Vasist, Deputy Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, to felicitate Madam Jeba Amanullah by presenting a memento. Thank you, ma'am. I request Ms. Suchitra Singh, Assistant Director of Bihar Judicial Academy, to welcome Madam Seema Singh by presenting a memento. I now request respected Ms. Kajal Jham, Additional Director, Bihar Judicial Academy, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kunalji. Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol, Judge Supreme Court of India, and Madam Ashu Karol. Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, and Madam Zeba Amanullah. Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, the Acting Chief Justice, Patna High Court, Patron-in-Chief, Bihar Judicial Academy, and Madam Seema Singh. Honorable Mr. Justice Anant Manohar Badar, Judge JD 1, Patna High Court, and Madam Harsha Anant Badar. Honorable Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, Judge JD 2, Patna High Court, Chairman, Bihar Judicial Academy, present with us through virtual mode, and Madam Dr. Tanuja. Honorable Judges of Patna High Court and their Lordships, family members sitting off the dais or connected with us virtually, the respected Registrar General and other members of Registry, the respected Member Secretary and other members of Bihar State Legal Service Authority, the respected Director and other members of the Bihar Judicial Academy, the respected District and Session Judge, Patna District Judge, Patna District Court, the respected Law Secretary cum Legal Remembrancer, Law Department, Government of Bihar, the training officers present here and the officers connected with us virtually. Today I am feeling extremely honored and privileged to be given the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on the successful completion of today's ceremony. As it is said, and I quote, "No one can whistle a symphony. It takes a whole orchestra to play it." If we were able to play the symphony today, it was because of the contribution of the members of the orchestra. And it is the time to thank all those visible and not so visible members who played their parts properly and made this event a success. Before I thank these members, I want to express my gratitude to the Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol and Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judges of the Supreme Court of India, present on the dais, for having accepted our invitation to visit Bihar Judicial Academy to guide and to bless us all. By this kind gesture, Lordships have also given us the privilege of felicitating our former Patron-in-Chief and our former Chairman. Lordships have, by their achievements, made each member of the Bihar Judiciary feel proud, and the members of Bihar Judicial Academy are not an exception. Lordship, you have always been and will always remain a constant source of inspiration for us all. Then I thank our Honorable Patron-in-Chief, Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, and our Honorable Chairman, Honorable Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, for having guided us at each and every step and taking their Lordship's personal interest in ensuring the successful completion of today's event. Bihar Judicial Academy would not have been able to organize this event without their Lordship's able guidance. We express our sincere gratitude from the bottom of our heart to their Lordships for their Lordships' contribution. I thank the Honorable Judges of Patna High Court cum Patrons Bihar Judicial Academy and the respected madams sitting off the dais or connected with us virtually for having spared their precious time in accepting our request to grace the occasion. I thank the respected Registrar General and other members of Registry, especially Sri Suvashan Sharma and Sri Nitesh, for providing us the logistic support. Bihar Judicial Academy is also thankful to the respected Member Secretary and other members of Bihar State Legal Service Authority, the respected Law Secretary, the respected District and Session Judge, Patna, and the officers connected with us virtually for motivating and encouraging us by ensuring their presence in today's program. I thank the training officers present in this house for having volunteered their service for today's program even after attending the entire day of training. I express my gratitude to the team of IPRD for ensuring uninterrupted live telecast of today's program. Last but not the least, I thank our respected director for his constant supervision and the officers and staff of Bihar Judicial Academy for their cooperation. Had they not been there, the program would not have been a success. In the end, I express my humble apology for not being able to name all the persons individually for the paucity of time, but that does not make the contribution of the persons not specifically named any less. Thank you and regards.
Thank you very much, ma'am. May I now seek my Lord's permission to conclude the session? Thank you, Your Lordship. Thank you all for being a part of this historic event. Now I most humbly invite the distinguished gathering for a group photography in the auditorium itself.